What?
Should I go first or not? First or second?
All right, we are coming live from Detroit Lakes at Voyageur lanes. Just getting our practice set up. Right here in front of us on 7 and 8 is flight number 1. Flight number 2 is to the left of them, and flight number 3, stepladder finals, is to the right. So try to cover all 3 of them. Have a guest commentator coming in here shortly to help me out. I trust you. It's gotta be done. Have you even done the intro yet? I just sat there and said we're live and... Come on, Adam. Oh, good. Wait, can you even say that we're live from Voyageur? Yes, Voyageur lanes. Hello, Mr. Harlow. Your son is in flight 2 in stepladder finals here. He'll be up here shortly. And Sandy, yes, we had a good turnout, 23 kids in a snowstorm up north here. So although you missed the ice castle yesterday, that was pretty cool to see.
Wait, what?
The ice castle. Did you go see the ice castle?
No, I was thinking about going to the one in Stillwater.
There's one like right across the other side of the lake. So
Sorry, I was too busy about worrying about getting here in the first place. That was more my big thing, is I just wanted to get here.
you know the drill.
Oh, I know the drill?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I get to announce. Okay, let me just take a seat here. Josh will be watching and well,
I'll
actually,
be back.
Josh is right to the front. Okay, let me see. All green. Okay, so actually I don't even know who we got in the first match. Let's see.
There.
So this one's flight 1.
Flight 1. Just like this.
Okay, so there's flight. Wait, can we even? Yeah, we can see flight 2 in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Sandy.
Yes.
I just waved for no reason because you can't even see me, but
It was fun, though.
okay. So for flight 2, we got Tyler Harlow.
Yep, Harlow. His
And-
dad's watching.
Yes. And Carson Sorensen.
Yep.
I'm trying to make sure I read all these right.
Carson's one of our newcomers. First time bowling in this.
Flight 1, we got Joseph
Grabonsky.
Oh, I'm going to botch both of those last
yeah.
names. And then Ethan Endersby.
Yep. Yep.
So that will be right in front of us on 7 and 8 here.
And Joe's in the gray shirt, Ethan's in the red shirt.
Yep. We had I guess like 5 kids from Detroit Lakes for that bowl out of this house at least come today, so that was nice to see.
Yep.
Some new faces that I haven't seen coming up north at least. Different from some of our more central tournaments or southern tournaments.
That might make it easier for you.
Yes, that would make it very much so easier for me. And then over on 9 and 10 we have Jace
Holston.
Holston, and Caleb Sapa. Sapa is in the blue right now on 10, going for a spare. Try to catch up here. We got double on 8, but I think they actually put their initials on their first name.
I think they're doing
so
their,
by Joe. So Joe's got double to start. Although this is a very interesting scenario because who knows how long people can go on a run with this, because it is wood lanes. It was kind of a struggle today. Granted, there were some pretty high scores actually today. Let me see. Oh, this doesn't have the... Josh, where are my totals? Come on. Okay, so we had... Ooh, he was positive plus 3. So Levi was, plus 103, which is really amazing for me to actually say, because I did not do so great on this.
Yes.
I was hooking a lot.
That's because Mitchell can't bowl on wood lanes, which we are in a good old-fashioned bowling center with wood lanes, wood approaches.
Hey, I never shot over 2. I had a 199.
Yeah, well,
I choked in that 10th frame. I left a split. But there are a lot of chop spares because of wood lanes.
even your spare ball hooks today.
Oh, by the end I was playing 10 boards left of center with my plastic ball. It was coming back too, and I was leaving splits with that. Ooh, out of trouble from leaving the 210 on 7. Oh, not. I gotta see them.
Oh, I know, I'm gonna pick the names for you.
Oh, thank you. Well, why didn't you have that prepared for me? I'm still new to this. I'm learning here. This is week 2 in a row for me.
I know.
I don't know. I think I'll be back. Hopefully I'll be back next week. Depends if they ask me to be back. Yes, I'm back. This is my second week, and I'm trying to cover 3 pairs now.
Yeah.
We had Tyler with a nice strike on 5.
Commentator.
I mean, you're just throwing me right into action.
I am.
I got 3 pairs the second time I'm on live stream for announcing.
And you got PBA bowling on TV.
Yes, we do have PBA bowling. That was my focus of the last game because it was not too pretty. Spares were big.
Yes.
As always.
Ethan, one up here in the red right in front. Senior here in Detroit Lakes.
Ooh, leaves a 4 pitch. His highest sanctioned game is a 255. Highest sanctioned series is 688 and a 180 average. Although watching him bowl today, if he bowls out here, 180 average is not bad. I would take 180 average, pretty good. He's got a pretty good, it looks like he has a very nice start for his games. He's been to junior bowl once, he's done some travel team experience, so he has bowled outside of this house. I have seen Tyler Harlow in a few different tournaments. I have seen him at some USBA, so I know I've seen him around.
Junior goal last year.
Yes. Did you do the... I don't know if it was more than just last year, but I know he was there last year. I think we actually bowled one day together on junior gold there. But I was seeing quite a few new faces, for me at least. I did see a few faces I had known. I didn't really see how he picked that up, but he got it on 8. Nice spare by Tyler on 6. And we got another spare on 10. So Tyler took first. well, not first, but in first flight, he took third in the Fergus Falls event. He took first in doubles and team all events in Region 3 tournament.
From North Dakota, so.
Yep. But he does travel and get experience in different locations. He has come to Minnesota for a few tournaments.
Oh, yes. North Dakota and
Whoa, come back.
Fargo-Moorhead area has their traveling youth tournament that he's involved in.
It's a few different.
Quite a few kids up here are.
And he has a high sanction game of 278, high series of 682. His bowling average is a 166.
And Sandy, yes, we did do a junior gold. We had enough to have one qualifying, and our winner will be is Levi, which will be next up on 7-8. He was the high qualifier for today. So Levi makes number 44 that we've qualified for this year for Dallas.
And there were quite a few younger, like on 5. We did have quite a few younger kids though today, so that was nice to see some young faces getting experience, especially on wood lanes, because they can play very hard.
Yes, Carson's parents want to go ice fishing, so they're trying to, see if he can bowl a little faster. But yes, nice to have some young kids out here. I think he graduates in 2024, if I remember right. So makes me feel really, really old.
Yeah, same here, because I'll be graduated by college. Some of these kids. And then we also have Tyler. He started bowling in 2015-2016 area. Actually, I'm trying to look for what you're doing. Yeah. And Tyler will graduate in 2018. Same with Ethan. But for Tyler, starting in 2015-2016 area, he shows a lot of promise for learning that fast. And he does have some throws really well for learning in 2015-2016. Okay, so then we got Caleb, who has a high sanction game of a 251 and a high sanction series of 568. That is very good for his age, and he started bowling in 2015. So it's nice to see him continuing and learning and out here.
I have Nikki watching now, who is like 2 pairs down from me. It's great having her as a good recruiter up here. She does a lot for the youth around the Fargo-Moorhead, Detroit Lakes area.
And Brooklyn on 7.
So yeah, Ethan, let's see, 142 in the 8th frame with a strike in the 9th. So, and let's see,
So Joseph has a pretty good
165 in the 7th with a spare in the 8th. So, see what he does here.
I mean, overall, the bowling today was pretty fast. So these kids were up there and they were ready to bowl today.
Let's see,
that was a nice pickup on the 9, having the sleeper there with him.
So Jace is sitting at
really close match.
104 in the 6th frame against Caleb. Let's see, with a 105, but has a strike. So off to your left side. We got Carson, who's throwing right now. Picks up the spare. Has 134.
Looks like it. So they will be.
And Tyler's sitting at a 134 with the strike. So that is
a strike versus spare working right now. So it is a very close match there.
TVs are a little older up here, so I have to squint a little. My vision isn't as good.
Same. I'm pretty sure if you even have good vision, it's a little hard with these TVs.
Looks like Tyler Harlow has several family members watching Rudy Demond from the Fargo-Moorhead area.
Ooh, that makes it interesting. So Ethan will have a chance stepping up here. He will need the first hit at least, and then maybe 9.
Joe finishes with the 191, and Ethan has a strike in the 9th, so he's sitting at a 152.
And man, he's pitching that thing out and it's tearing back. It's hitting pretty hard. If he can hit his mark, he's going to be good. And gets the count on the 4-9 there on 9.
It's coming back. Alright, so let's see what.
Oh, that's got to push or go back. That's through the nose. So he picks it up and he can go 190 to go down by a pin.
Yeah. A really close match.
Yes.
See, Tyler has
throws a nice strike. He's got a double going, which will put some pressure there.
Yep. Let's see what little young Carson can do.
See how he handles the pressure.
He likes to play, baseball and football, I believe. If I remember what Nikki said.
Very, very good finish by Tyler to put some pressure at 194. Seeing some good scores now. Pretty good scores for actually all 3 flights. They're all pretty close.
But yeah, your feature pair right in front. Flight 1.
1 pin match.
1 pin win for Joe over Ethan.
So you could spare up and strike out 184, be down by it. So it will be Tyler, I believe, who will win. Yeah, because he'll have a 164 in the 9th. He needed the perfect.
Well, if he strikes here, ties it? Force a roll off.
No, that goes 184.
Oh, yeah.
Learn your math, Josh. 164.
Yeah.
Tyler shot 194. Yeah.
The score is too far away.
Hey, Kenda.
We did have one adult bull, but she's getting ready for the women's tour coming in Egan. So she's getting in some practice up here. So otherwise, no adult flight division yet. Still fairly new up here in northern part of the state. So, all right. So Tyler wins 194 to
182.
182 over Carson.
And over here on 9 and 10, we have Jace is at a 142 with a strike working in the 9th, and then we have Caleb with a 139 in the 9th, but he opened, so he will lose count there. And a very nice shot by Caleb. Yeah, I'm still learning names here.
Yeah.
You're a little more experienced in the Northern Division, so you know a little bit more of the names.
There's still a lot of new kids up here that I do not know, or I'm getting to know, so. And more each tournament that we have up here. I think we had 5 new ones again today, so we keep growing it.
Which is very good.
All right.
Well, actually, this was my first time in the Northern tournament, I think, technically.
Yep.
But I'm still regular showing up to these events.
Yep.
Great way to gain experience. It is not always the easiest. Last week we were on a pattern that was very tight, and this week it was very open, and you almost had to worry about not getting it far enough outside, but then it would hook back and it would leave you a little confused at times. You had to be pretty spot on.
Caleb finishes with a 157.
And I still only have 3 player sheets out.
Yeah.
Slacking there. Ooh, and the trip on the through the nose shot. So now just keep it on the lane and you should have it.
Oh yeah, Jace has it already. So Jace will
That's a
be
152 in the.
yeah, at 162 already.
You guys can start their practice.
Oh, she's over there.
And now a big split, but he was already safe by that point. Josh, Sandy says thanks for like the dedication and the miles that you put on. And then me try and follow you around for some reason, right?
Yeah. Was that?
So 178 for Jace.
Yeah.
Pretty good scores out.
Alright, so we'll start practice.
So we're seeing in the flights right now scores around the 170s to 190s. We did have the 157, but we're seeing some pretty good scores. Even granted, they are wood lanes. Some of these scores were beating my scores for the day.
Just the number 1 seeds. Number 1 seeds get 2 practice balls on each lane. So, and as number 1 seeds get 2.
Okay, so we got Levi will be warming up here on 7 and 8 now. And then on 9 and 10 we will have Ashley. Oh wow, this is another name of Mullencourt. Sorry if I said that wrong. And then on 5 and 6 we will have warming up Joe Skinner, another Detroit Lakes jersey wearer today, so that way I know that they're from Detroit Lakes and they're out of this house basically. The lanes really did dry up today, so we will see a lot of players playing way left. There were a few players that stayed right all day, and I don't really know how. They must.
They know the
stay with
lane's
it.
better than you do up here.
Or I'm thinking they just have found what worked for them in this. Me, I had a lot of side roll compared to some of these people, so my ball was taken off. If it was end over end and pretty straight up the back, you might have been doing pretty good. So Levi, was born 1998.
Yeah, just from Valley City, North Dakota.
What year is he?
He graduated last year.
Oh, so Levi graduated
Yeah, he's
in
a
2017.
brand new bowler. I hadn't got a sheet on him yet, so. But his sister qualified, won her junior gold spot when we were up here last month, and he won today. So.
We'll see them in Dallas, hopefully.
Yep. I would assume
Hopefully
so.
they make the
because
trip. They got
brother and
two
sister qualified, so.
fun and challenging trip for them. Because what I've seen from Levi is he has very good balance at the line. I only really watched a few shots, but he doesn't force his footwork too much. He just keeps it nice and simple. That way he stays on balance and can stay consistent. Okay, so we can't tell. So it looks like we had Joe start with a strike and Tyler matches. Yep, so Joe started with the strike and Tyler matches that on 5 and 6. And then Ashley misses the head pin for a 1-2-9 spare conversion, hopefully.
They probably took
And then 3, 6, 10. We do have the 10 pin there on 5, so it will be a 7 count. Ooh, and open to start by Ashley. What's up, Caleb? Ooh, Tyler misses and leaves just a 10 pin, so you guys might not be able to see that. I don't know for sure. But he will then not have the spare working. And we have a 4-6 on 10. A lot of shots are going high through the nose. Like on 6 and 10, they go through the nose, and Tyler on 5. Very nice strike by Levi. Like I said, he keeps very balanced at the line and leads to a very consistent shot. We started with 2 opens so on 9 and 10, so there's a one, well actually a time match through 1 on that. And a strike for Jace. And the messenger on the 10 for Joseph. Yep, Joe. So both guys starting off with strikes on 7 and 8. Matches are staying very close. So we'll have an open on 5 due to a split.
5-10.
Was that the 5-10 or was that the 8-10? Kind of looked like the 8-10 from my perspective.
Yeah, it could be. I just quick looked up at it. Could have been the 8-10.
I kind of did too, so whatever it be, it was a split, but Tyler comes back and strikes, so he puts himself real close again. And it's a nice spare there. Tyler might need to move left on that left lane because his last 2 shots have been going high while his right lane seems to be pretty good. He actually seems to have a very good look on the right lane. Ashley with the spare there. Thanks, Kurt. Didn't even acknowledge that I'm here commenting.
Oh, hi, Kurt. Yeah,
he
well.
says hi, Josh.
Yeah, see?
Thanks for the love, Kurt. I love you. And a nice shot there on 6. Carson and Tyler could be a very close match by the end. And still tied through 2 for the title. Or flight 1.
Yeah. 42 is done. Yep. Yeah, and this will be the last game.
And a nice kick on the 5 there for a double now for Joe.
And Ashley is another Detroit Lakes bowler, so.
Kind of thought, but I wasn't going to know for sure. And a nice kick on the 10 there. Get a little love. Yeah, at least he says love you. He might not say hi to me, but he says love you, Mitchell, after I said love you.
So yeah, nice little area.
Out of trouble there.
Was able to come up last night, see the ice castle, watch some fireworks on the lake. Now it's snowing.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of snow. Going back home. Going back to Winona tonight, there's going to be quite a bit of snow going back.
And further, it's going to get warm out.
Hopefully.
Further south you go.
That's what we're going to hope for.
Levi gets his spare. But
Ashley
Ashley
just
just,
missed it.
See how Tyler does here.
Still going high on that lane.
Leaves the 6-10.
Oh, hi, Corey. Nice to see that you're tuning in also.
Tyler leaves 6-10 here. Let's see. Pretty close match over there.
Although Joe does have to double work in it. And then,
Yep.
and then Joseph.
Yeah, we got
Joseph.
Joe and Joe and
Yeah. So
Joe
Joseph
and
and
Joe in the red, Joe in the gray.
So we had Joe in the grade who threw a great shot. I bowled twice with Joe today. He was throwing pretty good today, I will have to say. He looked like he had these lines pretty figured out.
Well, Sandy said there's no snow in the city, so which is a good thing.
Yeah, that might be my stopping point though, because I got 5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Might take a break in the cities there at Egan.
Hi, Briley. How's Wichita? Unless I can't
Wait.
remember. No, did you go to the Hoosier?
Yeah, was
I know. Let's see. Last I seen Wichita was like second or third. But
yeah, because Whitewater for the
Yep,
men was
Whitewater
top
jumped
seed
them.
for day one at least. I haven't seen day 2 standings. He says warm. There you go. There's your answer. Yeah,
Wow,
probably much
warmer
warmer
than
than
here.
here.
Jace lose that.
Probably wouldn't mind swapping spots here.
Joe picks up the 10 pin.
So let's see what
Keeps his lead, what, 126 or 124 to 84. See Tyler has a spare working. Another 610 for him.
really might want to jump left here the last few frames just to make sure the ball doesn't go through the nose. Kurt, good job multitasking. Oh, Bradley said he's not at the Hoosier.
Oh.
Or not bowling the Hoosier.
Well, I know it's warm in Wichita too, so. Ooh,
Tyler misses, so
just slides right by there.
I don't think I come back after that. Started off really well, but
Down 34 with 3 frames to go.
and Levi with the 7 pin. Then we have JC with opens, which is opening the door again now for Ashley. If she can put some friends here together, she can be right back in it.
Yeah, Jace had back-to-back opens, which hasn't been him today. He's been pretty consistent all day.
Had to be. Nice spare there. And Tyler with another open, so he will be at 109 in the 8th. While Joe he's struck there, so he will have a 134 in the 7th, so Jace will have a very comfortable. Well, Joe will have a very Jace on 90-10 will have a match though now that Ashley did spare, and she got a nice lead there with just some 10 pin and all that. Could have very well been just a 7-10 through the nose.
And that or 4-7-10.
Yes. But that puts her at 77 in the 6th, while Jace is at 83, so she is right back in it. Although she just
Yeah, spare balls today. Some spare balls haven't gone straight like they're supposed to. There's a little hook.
Yep, I did not trust it towards that on my spares. I was definitely making sure to put less hand on it because it was going to move. Tyler, it looked like he might have thrown a plastic on that shot. I haven't been paying attention to what ball he's been really using. Joe tries to go for the 4-9 conversion there and just misses.
And today
Chase misses, so it remains a close match there. 6-pin match, then on 9 and 10 it looks like.
Unfortunately, Tyler chopped it off and opened again over on the left side here.
So Joe will win comfortably. Because is I believe Tyler, it looks like, strike out for 148, and Joe is already in the 160s, so that match is done.
For those wondering, today we did a wood lanes, but it was pretty much their house shot, which makes it almost a challenge shot just because of the wood lanes. It's about 43 feet, I believe, so give or take a foot.
Some kids choosing to stay with reactive, and I myself started with urethane right away, and it was hooking even more than I would like to see urethane hook right away, but it allowed kids to go left, and some of these kids were very comfortable with that.
Alright, so Tyler finishes with 136.
Ooh, and a trip on the 8-pin for Ashley there. And so we have a very good match on 9 and 10 then, and we will have a very good match actually on 7 and 8 right now.
Tyler finishes with the 136. Joe's big split there doesn't really matter that he got that in the,
because he will finish around 170.
Nice.
And Levi with the spare, so that will put him at 117 in the 6th, while Joseph is at a 124, so that is a 7-pin match there.
Ashley picks up her spare,
which will give her a strike in the spare, and then the spare going into the 10th, which will be nice. So let's see what Jace will do here. Jace can fight himself back into it with a strike here. Ooh, he doesn't like it. He almost went Brooklyn, but he got a 10-pin out of it.
Joe finished with a 169 in flight number 2 to beat Tyler Harlow. So Joe is your flight 2 winner today.
And Jace picks up his 10-pin, so we got spares going into the 10th there. So we have 106 in the 8th and 101 in the 8th, and then they both got spares. So we will have a 5-pin match going into the 10th frame on 9 and 10.
Yeah, Mr. Medal watching.
Ooh, and a 3. Ooh, got
5
trips on. Yeah, 5 count. Which will help on that spare. I was going to say that 3 count would not help so much on that spare. Even if 5 count is a little rough on the spare.
Joe in flight 1 had a baby split, couldn't convert.
Which will be very tough with how much lanes are cooking right now. Nice spare though on 9.
Alright. Gives Jace that 12th ball in the 10th frame. It's going to come down to, I think, that last ball in the 10th.
Very much so.
And today's winner for Junior Gold Mike is Levi here in the pink. So his sister won last month up here, and he won tonight.
And Levi missed the first shot outside, but it came back in 7 count.
7 count.
Makeable
Should be
spare.
makeable spare.
I don't think I missed on the right side.
I don't want to say.
Hard.
Don't want to say any spares makeable right now, but has a better chance than other spares.
And Ashley with a strike in the first shot of 10.
Yeah, and Ashley
So
will
she's
win.
already at 136 with a strike.
Yep, Jace finishes with a 134, so Ashley now shut him out.
Ashley's on the right. Doing what some say is better not to look at the score, that way you don't
Kimberly
know how
Ashley is just finishing her 10th frame on your right-hand side.
She will win your flight 3.
She is your flight 3 winner, so.
And we have a 1-pin match right now on 7 and 8 with 2 frames left. She misses the spare, but Didn't
No
matter.
worries, she won the match. So
144 to 134, so that was a 10-pin match on 9 and 10.
alright.
We'll refocus on
Yep. Frame number 9 here in your Flight 1 finals. So the 1-pin difference. So
I said those 2 matches were going to be really good, and it's coming down to the end.
Levi, who in the pink, it was your number 1 overall winner today, or leader.
Like we said, spares, they would start to hook, and that one just hooked enough and hooked away from the 10-pin. So we will have a 152 in the 9
frames.
See what Joseph will do after going 3 straight opens. Good job, Caleb.
Ashley had some fans watching on live stream.
And Joseph
Say
matches with another
congratulations.
10-pin, so we had 2 10-pins in the 9th frame there. But like we saw, 10-pin, your spare ball can hook away from your 10-pins here. So this
Did
will
on
be big.
Levi.
It will be a big spare.
Nails that one.
He pumps his fist knowing that that was a big shot. Gives him a little bit more room in the 10th frame than he wants. We have a 152 and a 152, but Joseph will have a spare, so he will have to count. And a good shot. Ooh. And just goes a hard forward.
Tried to get the messenger to kick across.
It touched it, but it wiggled it a little bit.
Yes, Kurt, I'll try to use my flashers. I don't know. It smells lightening up, so I might not need them. Joe picks up the spare. Definitely is going to put pressure on Levi here.
Although we are trying to grow the adult division, so either way you can still hold.
All right.
So 179 for Joseph. And Nick here can strike out for 182, so we will need the first 2 hits and good count.
And yes, Kimberly, we are trying to grow the sport coming up north. I know next month we are in Fargo. Back up there, as in we were in Moorhead last month, Fargo next month. So keep making the trek up here. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit nicer.
Well, next week you're down in Mason
Yep, next
City.
weekend we're in Mason City, Iowa. So big swing. Then back in the metro after that.
And Joseph throws it out.
Levi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Levi.
But Joseph will have the win then.
Levi pretty much needed the strike there.
But he's missed outside and it kind of just hooked and stopped hooking though.
Oh.
Got a miss pair, so
All right.
we have a 160 to 179, and we will actually have Joe winning it. And back-to-back weeks for the number 1 seed and last to. Yeah, actually to the 2 seed because Max was 2 seed.
Yep.
We have back-to-back weeks where the 2 seed, once it started match play, won.
So, all right, so we are all finished here. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week.